Stop right there. What if we could calculate the time and date that Jesus passed away? Would you want to know? Of course you would. I would want to know. So let's go through the scripture and figure out together when he died and what year it was. Let's focus on these 6 key passages here real quick. In Luke 23:54, we learn that it was preparation day and the Sabbath was about to begin. In John 13:1, we learn that it was just before the Passover feast. In Leviticus 23:5, it'll tell us that the Passover begins at twilight on the 14th day of the first month. In Luke chapter 3, verse 23, it tells us that Jesus was about 30 years old when he began his ministry. The Gospel of John records 3 Passovers during Jesus' ministry. In Matthew chapter 27, verse 1, it tells us that it was in the morning that they seized Jesus. Only April 3rd of 33 AD seems to fit. So we found the date. Now all we need to do is find the hour that he was crucified. Let's take a look at these 3 verses. Mark chapter 15, verse 25 says it was the 3rd hour when they crucified him. Mark 15, verse 33 through 34 says, At the 6th hour there was darkness that came over the whole land until the 9th hour. And in the 9th hour Jesus cried out with a loud voice, saying, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani, which is being interpreted, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? Mark chapter 15, verse 37 says, With a loud cry, Jesus breathed his last. Jesus died at about 3 p.m. So what's the takeaway here? Well, Easter is actually the celebration of Christ's resurrection. He was in the earth for 3 days and then he rose again. We celebrate that in April on a Sunday. Apparently, Easter is actually a lunar holiday that follows the seasons. For those of you who stuck around until this point, there's one more thing that I want to share with you, because when Jesus expires on the cross, there was a lunar eclipse. And this is what the moon looked like when it rose that evening. Support this channel, guys. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.